So we now go on and call upon Ashraful RIDOY. He will be talking on empowering the future, facilitating first private practice for young ophthalmologists through group practice in Bangladesh. So you'll teach us how to earn money well.
So, good afternoon, everyone. And when I nominated for the LDP, my take home was the personal growth. So, the personal growth could be growing the patient service, communication, and networking, and other is the entrepreneurship. And we believe that by entrepreneurship, the personal growth happens not only the along with a group, there will be the personal growth. So, my project is the empowering the future, facilitating the first private practice for young ophthalmologists through group practice in Bangladesh. So we know in Bangladesh that being the ophthalmologist age is 33 to 35. So after being the ophthalmologist, the question comes to mind, where I go for fellowship, shall I do job first, or what will be the private practice? You know, by this time you have family, you might have kid, so you need to have your own earning, you need to have your own station, you have to need your own stability. So these are the very crucial time in this moment, what to do actually. So we start the project that grow your career in ophthalmology to group practice. So we all know in ophthalmology, group practice involves the multiple ophthalmologists working together, sharing facilities, staff, resources to provide the comprehensive eye care and potentially offer the subspecialty services. So it's a one-stop service, every service in one hospital. And what is our purpose of this study? We will form a young ophthalmologist group, establish a private hospital in Bangladesh, will go for the group practice and grow career through the professional services. And before starting the project, we need to have some assessment because in Dhaka city, the capital city, establishing a full-fledged subspecialty private hospital, you need nearly 0.5 million USD. So why you need 0.5 million USD? Hospital building, rent, interior designing, machineries and instruments. Though it's a private practice, you need to offer the best possible services to the patients. It's not, you cannot compromise with the services with the patients. So the inclusion criteria of this project, the ophthalmologist below 45 years old still not have their private practice. We to pick up the ophthalmologists who are not in the private practice till now. They completed their subspecialty fellowship or running the fellowship, and the most importantly, they will invest in the project and give their time. Otherwise, the project will fail, we all know. So we first took the 30 shareholders. They invested their money, they invested their time, and now go for the budget. After the invest of the money and after they are committed to give their time, we are lack of budget. We could manage only 50% of the share money or investing money. So what we did, we collaborate with the brand healthcare sector of the Bangladesh. That is what 50-50 investment partnership will be there. So we manage nearly 0.25 million and we will get 0.25 million from them. We will use their name. We will follow the standard operating protocol like them, but believe me, it is more hectic and it will go for the more cost for our hospital. But what is that? We will have the independent operating board because I show the previous picture that 30 shareholder will operate the hospital. The investment company will send them reports, but they will not operate the hospital. At Indonesia, I had beard. Right now, I don't have beard. So the beginning. We started with all the subspecialty services and operation facilities for all the subspecialty, cataract, cornea, vitreoretina, glaucoma, oculoplasty, neuro-ophthalmology, uveitis, and pediatric ophthalmology. And we bought best of the best machines. And the most part of this, all the subspecialty, we picked the 30 ophthalmologists who are currently doing the fellowship or completed fellowship so that in our hospital, we have all the subspecialty available along with the comprehensive ophthalmology. Now comes where you invest, there's a question of money is there. So how we will distribute the disbursement and hospital will get. So when you see the patient, because it's a private hospital, the patient need to give money. And in Bangladesh, the health insurance system is not good. So you get the service, you need to pay. So when patient visit our OPD, consultant gets 75%, hospital will keep 25%. A surgery and other procedure, what the total cost, surgeon will get 60%, hospital will get 40%. In investigation, consultant 20% and hospital 80%. Optics and medicine, hospital will get the 100%. All the hospital proportion money, that is actually the running cost of the hospital, which are very challenging to run a full-fledged hospital. And the hospital operating process, how we operate, we have the board of director, and board of director are the ophthalmologist. How much you invest, you see patient, you do operation, you earn money. You take rest at home, you won't get any money. And the supervision of the all department, we like admin and HR, finance, OT, logistic, maintenance, retail, procurement, brand and marketing, all are supervised by us. We are not dependent on any non-medical staff. We have non-medical staff helping us, but all are dependent with us, and appointments of staff are done by the doctors. But so it has some advantage, it has some disadvantage also. The advantage is that the hospital get the good supervision system. There is a transparency of the operating process. We all are shareholder, so we all need to discuss with everything to everybody. But the disadvantage is that all people's minds are not same, so there is a slow decision making process, and beyond your clinical time, beyond your research time, you need to give extra time for the hospital. So I show the data for 1 year. It is still growing, it is still progressing from March 24 to February 25. In our OPD, you can see when we started, the patient flow was 400, now it's going to nearly 1200 per month. So, and when eye investigations, it's growing, you know, by the time, when the time passes, it's growing. And surgeries facilities, we are doing now 150 to 160 surgeries per month. And most important, the financial statement. In first 3 months, we were in loss. The expenses were more than the income. But after last 3 months, the income are more than the expense, but expense did not reduce. Your expense will get high, but when you get for the more income, that will bring you more profit. Then the shareholders are happy, and definitely you will get happy and get more money. So the project is still undergoing, and it should be a long-term project, like 5 years. But within this 1 year, what we can see by this project, the overall performance of this private hospital enlightens the potential of the young ophthalmologist, as there is only run by the young ophthalmologist. There is no senior reputed ophthalmologist involved. That is the take home from this project, that no reputed senior ophthalmologist was present of this hospital. Only the young ophthalmologists are running this private hospital. And in conclusion, I want to say, group practice in ophthalmology is a successful system of self-practice development. Patients also get benefited by getting all services under one roof. It helps to maintain good work-life balance. When you want to work, you can work. When you want to take rest, you can go home and take rest. Thank you very much.
Anyone with any comments, questions, or quick financial advice?
Big boss. I have a question because I work in university hospital, so I cannot imagine the very fantastic work you do. Because I think many doctors have their autonomy, and they, for example, if one doctor may be the founder, one of the founder, they invest the money, but after you practice for a period, you find one doctor may not fit the criteria of your private practice, but he is one of the founders. So how can you deal with this problem? Can you get rid of this doctor? Or
Okay, the thing is that you just need to, that is the part of the LDP. You need just to build your communication with others. And you saw the picture that all the 30 are the investor. We don't have any consultant who did not invest. You invest, you will be the part of the hospital. If you don't invest any money, you will not be the part of the hospital. So that is the thing. And another thing is that, yeah, what you told, that this is basically the old model of our city, but this difference of these two projects are that there were senior reputed surgeons, they practiced in the institute or other sector, and then they left there and built their own practice. That is the separate thing. But our practice was that you are not doing any private practice, you don't have any experience of the private practice, but let's make a group practice together, and let's see after 6 months or 12 months where it goes. And you, with the data, you can see that for the financial purpose and for the patient service, it's growing. Maybe the 1 year is very less to conclude this project. Maybe after 5 years down the line we can have, because now we are in the break-even position. In a month, like we have 25 lakhs our expenditure, we have 28 to 30 lakhs our income. But that's we cannot give dividend to our shareholder. But we need to have a good balance to give the dividend of our shareholder. And also we feel that we need to grow the hospital. Right now we have the space of 10,000 square feet. And we'll, in the last meeting, where before I came here, we feel that we need a space where 25,000 square feet. So these are the things need to change by time. But the good part, but the one part, what your point is that we should make a communication between all of them, and you need to convince, come to us, join us, and you will be benefited.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Comment. You said you don't have any seniors.
Yes.
So is it going to be a disadvantage, or you would like to include them in the later stages, or
Okay,
is it advantageous?
that's a very good question, ma'am. Basically, initially, first 4 months or 6 months, it was horrible. It was horrible, and we all feel that it was disadvantage. The thing is that, ma'am, right now, in the exhibition hall, I talked with some glaucoma trade partners. They only know the senior ophthalmologist in the capital city. They don't know any ophthalmologist in our hospital. But what's happened is that where my glaucoma guy is there, he is now trying to practice and improve themselves because he is the head of glaucoma. He needs to pull patient and build his career also. So I don't need any reputed glaucoma surgeon right now in my hospital. I do cornea. I really don't know, but if people want to join, they want to join because it will give you more financial benefit. But for the young ophthalmologist perspective, for the group practice perspective, right now we are not thinking about taking any senior ophthalmologist. We want to carry by ourselves. It's today's plan.
Yeah, that's good.
I think in this model, two other important things very quickly would be, because it's a big group, it might start off at some point, somebody might feel they are not okay with what is happening. So there has to be very well-defined exit clause for anyone who wants to suddenly leave the group because they have invested. They are also a stakeholder. So one exit clause should be there.
Yeah,
Second, you gave a disbursement breakup between what goes to the hospital and what comes to the doctor.
Yeah.
So different doctors will have different speeds of practice and different patient load.
Yes.
So would the breakup be spread out evenly between everyone because everyone may have invested equally, or would it be differential because somebody is quote unquote earning more than the other partner?
Yeah.
So these might be important clauses to sort of look at.
Yes, that's a very good point, sir. And we are facing this problem because who gets more patient, who gets more surgery, he gets more earning, and who gets less patient. So we have two systems of disbursement of the patient. The patient know yourself, this patient is yours. So you have more patient, you will get more money. But now the hospital is becoming a brand. So when the hospital is becoming a brand, patient comes to know by this hospital. So we are strict in administration like this because all of the shareholder, we know everything. All of the 30 people know everything. So this patient will split equally to all consultant. It's not getting that he has more patient, he will get more patient. No. The patient who are not knowing the doctor come to knowing the hospital, they get equal disbursement of the patient. That we are strict about it for last 12 months.
Right. So thank you so much.